That is the front entrance where there was supposed to be a kind of a boxed porch or whatever, a boxed window, but the fire officer decided that there needed to be an exit from it, so I just went with a simple porch. That's the porch. I went with open plan. Just this is the porch on the kitchen side with the door that you drew.
And said the silence from the Fianna Fáil backbenchers was like that scene in a John Wayne movie before the gun shootout, the shootout. You know, it's so quiet. It's clear something is happening. Somebody else whose name I should remember quite often, but don't retreated back. That the person who pulls their gun from the holster first usually gets shot in those type of scenes. So they're all being extraordinarily careful, and they're right to be careful for a number of reasons. The history of, actually, when you look at the history of Fianna Fáil, most leaders have actually got nudged, if not pushed. Even Eamon de Valera in 1959, the white-haired men, and they were very white-haired at that stage in the grey suits, had to go to him and say, "You're going for the presidency," because they weren't sure he was going to go for the presidency. They had to nudge him.
Which means you cannot continue
the
as...
Taoiseach, and that was only 3 weeks before that presidential election campaign. Lamass got to pick his timing and surprised everybody when he picked his time, although there was press speculation about him going. But at the same time, the battle over the Lamass succession shaped Fianna Fáil for 20 years after it, because the Colley-Haughey tensions and Neil Blaney emerged at that stage, and Jack came in apparently as a compromise, and apparently reluctant Taoiseach, and proved quite the opposite. Of course, then you had the straight fight between Haughey and Colley when Jack Lynch stepped in, and that resonated across in damaging links before there was actually a leadership vote. They know more than anybody else, they know that these are difficult and tricky weeks, and these are difficult and tricky things to do, especially in the context of international financial crisis, in which we, to the Bain Pack, look like one of the weakest animals in the herd. Secondly, when you're in coalition government, it's complicated a bit as well, and there are other dimensions to it that I think will make it interesting externally, but difficult internally.
Just a question maybe for Fionn, first of all, Fionn, is it possible